You're paying your bills wrong, and it's costing you more than money. There's a mistake almost everyone makes with money, and it's so small, so ordinary, that nobody questions it. You open your phone, you see a bill, you pay it. Done. Responsible. Efficient. Normal. But what if that exact habit is quietly working against you? Not because you're spending too much, not because you're earning too little, but because you're releasing your money at the wrong moment, in the wrong way, without even knowing it. That sounds ridiculous at first. Timing shouldn't matter, right? Money is money. A payment is a payment. As long as it's paid, it's handled. That's what most people believe. And that belief is exactly where the problem begins. Because there are families, not louder, not flashier, not even working harder, who treat money very differently. You won't notice it at first. They don't advertise it. They don't explain it. But if you observe long enough, you'll see something strange. Their money doesn't behave like yours. It doesn't rush out the moment it arrives. It doesn't feel like it's already claimed before they even touch it. It stays. It stabilizes. It builds. And if you're honest, you've probably asked yourself at some point, what are they doing that I'm not? Most answers you'll hear are shallow. Connections, opportunities, education, luck. But those explanations fall apart when you look closely, because there are people with all of those advantages who still struggle. So what's really happening? Here's the part nobody explains clearly. Money is not just something you manage, and it's something you interact with, and the way you interact with it shapes what it does next. Let's slow this down. Think about your current pattern. You get paid. Within hours, sometimes minutes, money starts leaving. Bills, payments, subscriptions, obligations. Before you even have space to think, it's already gone. And emotionally? There's always that quiet tension, that low-level pressure, like you're constantly catching up, but never actually getting ahead. Now ask yourself something uncomfortable. Have you ever been intentional about when your money leaves your hands? Not how much, not why, but when. Most people haven't. They operate on urgency, notifications, deadlines, anxiety, and that creates a pattern, reactive money flow. But there's another way to approach this, and one that doesn't start with spending, or saving, or earning more. It starts with timing. 1. The hidden cost of any day works. Here's a perspective most people have never considered. Not all moments carry the same weight. Some moments amplify decisions, others dilute them. And if that sounds abstract, think about this. Have you ever made a decision when you were tired and regretted it later? Same action, different timing, completely different outcome. Now apply that to money. If every financial action you take is driven by convenience, or pressure, or urgency, you're not operating strategically. You're reacting. And reaction always costs more than intention. There are traditions that treat timing differently. Not casually, but precisely. They don't release money randomly. And they don't act just because something is due. They choose the moment deliberately, because they understand something most people ignore. The moment you release money influences what returns to you. 2. The order that reveals everything. Now let's go deeper, because even if you improve timing, there's another layer most people overlook. The order. Look at how money leaves your life right now. Be honest. Who gets paid first? For most people, it looks like this: banks, corporations, systems, and then, if anything is left, people. Now pause, because this is not just financial. It's structural. You are telling your life something without realizing it. Systems come first. People come last. And here's the problem. Systems don't need you. People do. But most people reverse that order. And they prioritize what is loud over what is human. And over time, that creates friction. Invisible at first, but real. Because money doesn't just respond to numbers. It responds to priority. When you shift the order, something changes. When people come first, clarity improves. Opportunities shift. Momentum builds differently. Not magically, but structurally. Because you are no longer operating on pressure. You are operating on alignment. 3. The moment most people ignore completely. Now here's the part almost nobody considers. Not timing, not order, preparation. Specifically, the moment before your week begins again. Most people treat the end of the week as collapse, rest, distraction, escape. But what if that moment is actually the most important financial reset point you have? Because before a new cycle begins, there is a window, a quiet one, where intention matters more than action, and almost nobody uses it. Imagine this instead. Before the next cycle starts, you pause, you become aware, and you deliberately set aside a portion, not out of pressure, but out of decision, not after everything is handled. Before, because what you do at the threshold shapes what follows. And most people cross that threshold unconsciously. They carry stress forward, carry pressure forward, carry disorder forward, and then wonder why nothing changes. Putting it all together. Now step back. This isn't about superstition. It's not about rules for the sake of rules. It's about structure. You stop releasing money randomly. You become intentional about timing. You stop letting systems dominate your flow. How you restore human priority. You stop entering new cycles unconsciously. You prepare them deliberately. And suddenly, money stops feeling like something that controls you. It becomes something you direct. The truth most people miss. The difference is not intelligence, not effort, not even income. It's structure. Most people are playing the game of money without understanding the framework it responds to. So, they push harder, work longer, try more. But nothing changes because they never change the pattern. Final thought. If your money disappears faster than it arrives, it's not random. If your effort doesn't match your results, it's not just bad luck. There is a pattern behind it. And now you've seen part of it. And the only question left is, will you keep operating the same way? Or will you start paying attention to what actually moves things? Because once you understand this, even small changes stop being small. They become direction. And direction is what most people have been missing all along.